Good evening. Thank y'all for joining me. It's May 27, 2018. I'm your host, The Messenger. I hope y'all can see everything. I've done my best. This is my first time doing a video of such. But I want to have a discussion that's a very sensitive topic. And if anybody know anything, we know that religion and our personal belief is something that people really don't like to touch on. And I wanted to kind of share my point of view about my thoughts. First, allow me to say, I'm Jewish. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I recognize myself as a Jew. My birth name is a Hebrew name. It's a Jewish name. And I'm a Jew. I want to add that if you are a person of color in America, a black American, Negro American, African American, however you want to name yourself, and if you don't know in 2018 that the original Jews were people of color, that we are the true Jews, that we are the Hebrew Israelites, then you are a monkey. You are a monkey as a monkey can get. And I want to say that you're going to hear me use the term monkey because it comes from monkey see, monkey do. I'm not calling you a monkey like the biggest do in white America that you grow a tail or anything. But my term of saying monkey is because you're doing what you see, and so that's what you do. The definition, one of the definitions of monkey see, monkey do is another definition implies the act of mimicry, usually with limited knowledge and or concern for consequences. That meaning that when you got your information, you didn't research it yourself. You didn't take that step. And I'll be the first to admit, I was a monkey once too. I was a Christian. You know, my background was Jehovah's Witness, and I used to give the talks. But as I got older, especially as an adult, because that's what was being taught to me, I just couldn't feel comfortable. And I tried, I searched, went from Jehovah's Witness and non-denomination and, you know, Pentecostal, just bounced around. But I just could not get comfortable. And some time ago, I realized that it was the Christianity as a whole that I wasn't comfortable with. It wasn't the fact that in my mind I thought that I wasn't comfortable with Yahweh, Yahushua the Son. I thought I was not comfortable with them. But it was Christianity that I was not comfortable with. Because one of the things that Christianity has always done a good job, and I'm going to be honest with you, Christianity have done a good job on black folks, black America. And I'm talking to you. White America, I'm not talking to you. Black America, it is time for us to be the gorillas in the room and not the monkeys. Because right now, white America is the gorilla. We the monkeys. Everything that you think about the phrase monkey, monkey around, monkey see, monkey do, monkey junkie, all these other phrases, I always refer to monkeys, monkeys not taken seriously. We the monkeys, but not knowing. But when you know better, Now I'm the gorilla, baby. European America cannot deprive me of my stance. Because one thing that Christianity have done a good job of was giving us this. White Jesus? Who is this? Huh? Who is this? White Jesus? Who is this? Christianity have done a good job on dumbing down the Negro history. Because we all know that our ancestors was not Christian when they got off the ship, people. Our ancestors knew the truth. But it would be not of known fact there are documents that slaves could not get their freedom papers unless they converted to Christianity. And they have always painted themselves as superior. And I'm going to tell you, if you as a black person is going to a place of worship and you see pictures of white Jesus and white images in your place of worship, in your membership and get out, if you are a black person and you have pictures of white Jesus in your house, you are a monkey. You are inferior in thinking. Just that simple. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot think for yourselves. But let me tell you something that they all been guilty of. Jehovah's Witnesses included. Now they don't believe in the cross and they don't do, but when you look at some of their watchtowers, and I've seen this and they're awake, when they had images of God or Jesus, because they use the term Jesus, Christianity is not going to touch on Hebrew at all. Because see, Hebrew represent us. They know the history. White folks that built, this was purposely done. And I want to add something, that y'all white Jesus only was created 400 years ago. Okay? As late as 1611. Okay? But the Bible supposed to have been millions of years ago. Alright? So if he just created 400 years ago the name Jesus, then how it ended up in texture that supposed to have been written millions of years ago? Nothing should be added, nothing should be taken away. That's what y'all say, Christians. If his Hebrew name was Yahushua, then that's what should be in the Bible. But no, they couldn't do that. Because if we knew that we was Hebrews, be connected, the mindset will be different. Religion has always been a tool, and it's not mistakenly done, black people, to brainwash. If they control your God, they control you. Who all remember the scene on Good Time where Michael was trying to tell Evans, Florida, that Jesus was black when he had the picture? And she said, oh no, my Jesus is white. You got black people who think just like that. But I'm going to tell you something that's going to really hurt your feelings. Jesus is a lie. He's a myth that was made up by the Romans, by the Greeks. They had to make something inferior to look like their image. But I'm going to tell you something about our Father, Yahweh, salvation. He's going to always expose the truth. See, Christianity have too many contradictions. The truth don't have no contradictions. Only lies have contradictions. But Christianity wanted to paint images. And now you're hearing more Christians say, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Well, the thing about it, Christianity has been violating a lot of rules in the Bible. What does it say again? Exodus have no other God before me. Thou shalt not make unto any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that's in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Now, I ain't the smartest man in the world, people, right? That's the image. Huh? Huh? I mean, how you gonna follow Christianity and Christianity speaking it, and Jehovah's Witness guilty of this too? Like I said, folks, they're putting their white child, anything gonna be a power of God like, it's gonna be white. Black people, get out of Christianity. And I told you I would hurt your feelings. But Christianity has done nothing but try to wash away your history, your rich history. That's all Christianity have tried to do. Now we're going to watch a couple of videos. Which one I want to do? Let's take this brother here. Start a little bit.
Or fella, but they were calling them Christians, basically. You see? And then of course you had those that were getting them confused with the believers of Serapis.
The false image of the Messiah, Christ, the most common images seen in many homes and churches, is the image of Caesar Borgia, son of Pope Alexander VI, who employed Leonardo da Vinci, his son Caesar's gay lover, to paint Caesar as the Christ.
Last time you saw me, I actually came clean and told you that I wasn't the real Jesus. I also told you that I was created to make certain populations happy and comfortable. Well, I am glad to see that many of you are loyal and enjoy strong delusions and still want me as your savior. Wow, what idiots.
Christianity has basically hijacked the Bible as some sort of Christian document. Rarely does one think of the biblical Israelites when quoting scripture. Usually what comes to mind when talking about the Bible is your church, pastor, Sunday school, or some other Christian identity marker. Even when we imagine what the biblical patrons look like, we envision the images portrayed by Hollywood. Generally, white images come to mind as we think of Moses, Jesus, David, and countless others. This is largely due to the deception of Christianity, which has deceived the whole world. Let's take Sarah, the wife of Abraham. She is described as fair in the King James Bible. The Hebrew word for fair is Yafeh, which means beautiful. But somehow, in the white Christian mind, fair means white. This is the belief that has been passed around and accepted. This is one of many lies to recast the real images of biblical characters as white rather than black. This image is more like what the real Sarah would have looked like. However, this image of a white Sarah is a false mainstream replacement that has been largely accepted because of the lies of Christianity. As mentioned before, Sarah was not white, but a beautiful so-called black woman. This fact is covered over by the white lies of the Christian church. Another example of the outright lies and deception taught in mainstream Christianity is the appearance of Solomon. Song of Solomon 5 and 10 says, "My beloved is white and ruddy." Here's where the deception comes in. The King James Version did a massive mistranslation in this passage. The Hebrew word for white is leban. However, the Hebrew word for this section was tzac, which means dazzling or glowing. The use of the word white where it should have been dazzling or glowing is definitely intended to trick the mind into a false white lineage of King David and Solomon.
Stop. Now, this is what I'm saying, black people. Black America, I'm talking to you. We need to connect to our Hebrew roots and let them white folks have Christianity. Let them have it. Because it's not for us, black people. Christianity is not for us. Let them have their right Jesus Christ and everything else they can have with it. Let them have it. Because until we separate, well, I have, but until black America separate from Christianity, and let me be clear on this, black America, just because you separate, because I still have a lot of family that's Christian, okay, and I personally don't push my belief on them. I just come at them when they start coming talking to me crazy about Christianity. But in other words, I don't come to them all irate. They my family. That's why I had to pull away from Jehovah's Witness, because at the end of the day, you love your family. So when you pull away from Christianity, don't pull away from your family. Don't separate yourself from your family, because that's not what Yahweh is about. That's not what his son, Yahushua, is about. They want us to be together as people and family. You just have different views. Don't allow Christianity. I remember when I was Jehovah's Witness, and I've always been a truth seeker, even as a little kid. And I used to question things. The first thing, and all of them do this in Christianity, you're questioning God. You're questioning Jehovah. No, I'm not. And I used to leave it alone at that time, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to question Jehovah. But as I got, oh, no, I'm not. I'm not questioning Jehovah. I'm not questioning God. I'm not questioning Yah. I'm not questioning Yahweh. I'm questioning man. I'm questioning his teaching. That's why Yahweh has given us these powers to think, to love. The human element is amazing, people. What we have made become, and our makeup and our DNA is amazing. So don't allow Christianity, these so-called elders, and I'm talking to you Jehovah's Witness elders, yeah, preachers and reverends and all that. Don't allow them to use that as you questioning God. No, you're not. Because you didn't ask God. You didn't say, why, Lord? You ask them, well, why is it like that? That's what this is about.
While claiming it doesn't matter, they continue to use white images of biblical characters. I'm sorry, but Solomon was not white, but Tesach, which means dazzling, glowing, or radiant. Also, let's look at the children of Israel. The following passage describes what they look like. Lamentations 4 and 8. Their visage is blacker than coal. The word visage means face or appearance. So that would have been, their faces are blacker than coal, or their appearance is blacker than coal. Also, Moses and Paul were both mistaken as Egyptians, which were children of Ham. The children of Ham are the Africans of today. Lastly, Yahshua, whom the world calls Jesus, was taken to ancient Egypt as a child to hide amongst the Egyptians, as Herod sought to kill him. Through religious teachings of the Christian church, the real true Israelites have come to believe that who they are in the flesh doesn't matter, as long as they're Christians. This belief is an outright denial and rejection of the Most High and our true heritage. The problem is, most of the true Israelites refuse to even research their own history, but would rather continue with the lies of Christianity.
What happened to black populations worldwide? The human landscape has changed due to the raping of black female populations around the world by so-called white Christian men. They subjugated everyone on